you all have projects that are ready to go if some money flowed, right? Which means that within 3 months, you could immediately start putting people back to work. And one of the things that I think is important to point out about infrastructure, as a consequence of the slowing housing market, you know, construction jobs have been decimated in almost every state. That's a big chunk of folks that could be put to work right away. And as Ed points out, when you start building roads and bridges, you need concrete, you need steel, you need timber, you need a whole bunch of inputs that are going to then create ripple effects throughout the manufacturing base of the country and put people back to work as well. So this has to be a top priority. You're right, the $60 billion is a means of getting started. And I think that Ed's general point is true, that we've fallen into the rhetoric that John McCain often likes to use, that every bit of government spending is pork. And you know, part of the reason why the public, I think, accepts often that characterization is because you hear stories about how Congress is allocating these dollars based on politics as opposed to based on some clear criteria of what is needed. If we could create a capital budget that is also based on scientists and engineers saying, here are the priorities, input from governors, it doesn't seem to be completely driven by who happens to be the chairman of what committee, then I think it's a lot easier to make the case. And that would be, I think, the start of that process. Now, as all of you know, having dealt with your own legislatures, that's not an easy task. But I do think that that's the direction that we're going to have to move in, and other countries offer us some models in terms of how we do that.